Hey guys, how's it going? TheMasterBucks here, and welcome to episode 12 of my Leave a Message with the MasterBucks series. This is if you ask me, it's an awesome series. It's a fantastic series because it's the best means of interaction between me and you, my subscribers, and I'm very happy because, yeah, this is a series where you guys get to ask me questions. Not only do you actually stand a chance of getting into my next episode or into one of my videos, into the next episode of Leave a Message with the MasterBucks by asking me questions, and I get to answer them back. It's so long as they're really good and unique and just funny or just good questions. I mean, the likelihood that they'll get in. Or if you're one of the first people to watch the video and you get the first question down in this episode, you'll be in the next episode. So it's a pretty sweet deal, and I may as well mention, if you are one of the first people to be watching this video and no questions have been asked, go now, comment section, you can guarantee a spot into the next episode of my Leave a Message with the MasterBucks series, which would be pretty good for, I think it'd be pretty good for you. And yeah, so you can ask me literally any question, but try to make it good because we always have, the first question's always kind of really dull or whatever. Like, take for example, the previous episode, this guy, Shane Dara 1, he was the first person to ask a question. He asked, do you like cookies? Now, do I like cookies? What sort of a question is that? That's not meaningful at all. That's not like, what do you think of all this racism in football and it's bad for role models of young children growing, you know, just something emotional and not manly and just really shit depressing. Just ask me something that's not related to food. This series is not Instagram, okay? Keep the food out of it. Stop asking questions about food. I mean, the first questions I've had before, what's your favourite food? What do you like, pie or ice cream? And what's your favourite pie? And all that shit have been first questions. So just drop the food. I know 1,000 of you are now going to ask me questions about food, so please don't. But I have to answer the question anyway, and no offense to you, Shane Dara. I mean, I know you were just like, oh, he's uploaded a video, same message, no one's asking. Gotta get a question down. And it was the first thing that popped into your head. You might have been eating a cookie at the time, I mean, who knows, but yes. I guess it depends on the cookie. Yeah, there you go, that's my answer. Not really answering it, but it's what you get, so chin up, mate. Okay, next question is quite possibly the greatest question that has ever been asked. And it's not because of the question, it's because of the man who asked it. Emil Heskey asked, if you were to be one footballer for a month, who would it be? Now, I think it's very, very hard to go past, you know, quite possibly one of the greatest, if not the greatest footballer, you know, of our time, of all time, and that's of course Peter Crouch. So, I mean, seriously, just look at him, he's just revolting, he's hard to look at. I mean, you can't actually keep eye contact with him for like about less than 10 seconds. He's tall, he's lanky, he's like the fucking Slender Man, and he's going out with this. I think he's married to this. Abigail, fucking, if I was Peter Crouch, I would just get up in the morning in my billion-dollar mansion, I'm sure he's not paid that much, in my million, still a lot of money mansion, and just, you know, just get out of bed, walk into my fucking ensuite that goes for an hour, and then just look into a mirror, look at myself, turn back to my bed, see my smoking hot model wife, Abigail, just sitting there in bed, look back to the mirror, and just laugh my head off for an hour, thinking, how the fuck does this get that? It's unbelievable. It's literally it doesn't matter how funny or smart or what a good personality you are. If you've got money, it does not matter. And the fact that you're famous as well. But hey, I can't have that big a go at Peter Crouch. He did, after all, score the second greatest goal of the season last year. Of course, Peter Cisse, Black Magic, you can't do anything about that. And as well as that, maybe not just Peter Crouch, maybe just Kevin Boateng Prince, really for only one reason, and that's because, you know, he's got a relatively hot wag girlfriend as well. But I just love the fact that I only found this out whilst researching wags for this question, that he actually got injured because he was having too much sex with his girlfriend 10 times a week. That's just, two things pop into your mind when you think of that. One, that's just hilarious, and second, good on you, Kevin Prince Boateng. That's what I think. That's good on you. But still, and not to mention, he's a pretty decent bloke, and he's got some moves on him. Fucking the new Michael Jackson. Well, he's taken in the shoes of Michael Jackson. So there you go. Okay, well, that's my question down. Thank you, Emil Heskey, and please don't do what everyone says you would do if you don't really agree with, you know what we're talking about. Okay, anyway, the next question is from just some guy that literally has just moved his fingers on his keyboard, wrote toxic in, and then put a Z in. But just whatever. What? That's okay. No, I'm sorry. I apologise. No. Okay. This guy, whatever his name is, asked, "What did you think of England's performance in the Euros?" I think it was okay, but to be completely honest, I think it was, you know, it was I'm about to say their performance was average. When I say average, I mean they performed to what I think was their potential. They got to the, I don't know, quarterfinals? I think it was quarterfinals. And, you know, good for them, because they probably deserved to be there. Because, to be completely honest, and this is coming from an Australian, please understand that. So, I think this would probably carry some sort of meaning, you know. But, yeah, pretty much what I'm saying is, it's probably pretty well known that England probably get quite a rap about their national team. I mean, of course, it's England, the sport came out of the country, you know, and so they should dominate, but they don't, and a lot of people write them off saying, you won't even get out of the group stage. Well, the fact is, they're not that bad a team. They're a really good team. They're not top 5. I mean, they're probably just top 10. But the fact is, I mean, they're a good team, and everyone thinks they're like so much crappier than they are. And again, in Australia, I would completely write them off if I was just being an arsehole. But I'm not. I'm actually going to say they've got a good team, not an amazing team, but a good team, a quarterfinal team, and give it a few years. They've got some youth coming, as every freaking country does. You would definitely see a performance. I'm not saying they'll go on and win Brazil, like the Brazil World Cup, but just give them a chance. And as for their performance, yeah, I think they were average. As in, they did what was expected, what I expected of them anyway. So, yeah, good on England. But anyway, and again, just because they didn't get to the finals, Rooney Cup's all the shit. That's anyway. Moving on. Next question. He comes from HQ Goals FIFA 11. Why don't you upload every day? I was one of your first subscribers, and I want more daily content from you. Now, the thing is, guys, people have lives outside of YouTube, and I know that at times it seems like it's everyone that ever posted a video on YouTube and has a following, it's their sworn oath to, you know, it's like I have to upload for you every hour of every day. Like I don't know, like you're my highness, more videos. But no, it's very hard for me. I've been able to manage my time very, very well. As a matter of fact, I was a couple of months ago only posting one thing a week. Now I'm posting about maybe 3 things a week, on average anyway, and I think I'm doing a relatively good job. So the fact is, I think 3 videos a week is okay. I'll try to get out as many as possible, and the fact is, I'm going to really go overkill with these career modes, because I enjoy them, and they're so easy to make, and I'm trying to just get a whole bunch of career modes to the point where I'm just going to be known as the guy that makes the career mode series on FIFA. On the internet, because I'm going to make so many of those. I mean, seriously. I mean, but anyway, yeah. I try to upload as many as possible. Try to understand that I do have a life outside as well as a full-time job, so I really need to keep those things, you know, ahead of YouTube, despite much to your disgust. I mean, we'll just upload more videos. I mean, no, I can't. But I manage my time, and anyway, yeah. So again, thank you for your question. And the last one is, of course, from Liverpool is how Liverpool is how boaters. Okay, just don't know. I'm not even going to ask. Where do you think Liverpool will finish next season, and who do you think will go down? Okay, didn't give a whole lot of thought as to who I think would go down, but I am because of course this guy's a Liverpool fan, I actually need to say, I think Rodgers, he hasn't really done much at the moment, and we have barely seen him as a manager of Liverpool. But I kind of feel like just in the press and what he's been doing recently, like he's got his head around it. Like, he really knows what he's doing, and he's doing a good job, and he's just managing himself really well for someone that's starting off. And from the what am I trying to say? And from the sound of things, the Liverpool management and admin really, and the board is really sort of getting behind him. So I actually think Liverpool have a very good chance of getting in the top 4, depending on how they go in the transfer market. I mean, obviously that's massive. I mean, they've had a lot of hard luck with Downing and Carroll, and you know, they might lose Carroll as well, so, you know, who knows. I mean, they might, I still, despite all that, think that they could get in the Champions League next year, possibly. If not, then definitely next year, but hey, I think they'll do well. Who do I think is going to go down? I really, really don't know. I think probably, you know, I really can't put my hand, I probably should have done more research on this question, I'm sorry guys. No, I don't actually know who's going to go down. I'm just going to say, I don't know anyone, who cares. But I also think West Ham might do okay. I mean, I know that they're going to have a shitload of money, and I don't know if they're getting the Olympic Stadium after this, or when they're done with it. I'm not too sure. I heard something, but hey, I mean, they move to another stadium, more people, more money, they'll become bigger. That's just, anyway, that's what I think. Okay, I've been talking for too long. That's it. Thank you once again for watching this episode of not World's Greatest Manager, for Christ's sake. Leave a messages. Okay, no, this is a sign that I've been talking for too long. Leave a message with the TheMasterBucks. There we go. Alright, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video as well, or else you will have a nightmare about the Slender Man. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, because if you don't, you will be visited by the Slender Man. And as well as that, don't forget to like me on Facebook. It only takes about 5 seconds, about the same amount of time it takes for the Slender Man to kill you. And not to mention, don't forget to follow me on Twitter, much like the Slender Man follows this kid on Slender. That's it for me, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.
What?